To share a Softr app, you need to know exactly where to find the live link, how to copy it, and what to check before you send it out. By the end of this video, you'll know how to share a Softr app with clients, teammates, or any user, and you'll understand the settings that control who can actually see what you've built. Softr is a powerful no-code platform for creating web applications from Airtable or Google Sheets data, and sharing your finished app is the final essential step that turns your work into something useful for other people. If you find this helpful, please like and subscribe, and let's get started. First, you need to log in to your Softr account. Head over to the Softr website and sign in with your credentials. Once you're in the dashboard, look to the left-hand sidebar. You will see a menu with several options, and you want to click on Applications. This is your central hub, listing every Softr app you have created or have access to. You'll see each application's name, its current status, whether it's draft or published, and some quick action buttons. Take a moment to find the specific application you want to share. Think of this list as your project library. If you have many apps, you can use the search bar at the top to quickly locate the right one. It is important to select the correct application because each app has its own unique live URL and its own set of permission settings. Click on the name of the application you wish to share. This action opens the Softr editor for that specific app, where you can see your visual layout, the pages you've built, and the main toolbar at the top. Before you share anything, you must absolutely confirm that your application has been published. Softr allows you to work on an app in draft mode, which means only you can see it or preview it through the editor's internal preview button. A draft app does not have a publicly accessible live URL. To check, look at the upper right corner of the editor. You will see a button that likely says either Publish or Published. If it says Publish, your app is currently a draft. If it says Published, your app is live and accessible via its URL. If your app is in draft mode, you need to click the Publish button. This is a one-click action that deploys your current version to the live server. A common mistake here is assuming that saving your work in the editor automatically publishes it. It does not. Saving is like saving a document on your computer. Publishing is like uploading that document to a public website. Always click that Publish button after you have made any changes. Softr will process the publish request for a few seconds, and then the button will change to read Published, confirming that your app is now live. This is a critical step because sharing a link to an unpublished app will only lead to a blank page or an error for your recipients. Now that your app is published, you need to locate its live URL. In the same upper right corner of the editor, right next to the Publish button, you will see a small icon that looks like a link or a chain. Click on that icon. A small pop-up or drop-down will appear, and it will display the full live URL for your application. It typically looks something like your app name soft.app or a custom domain if you have set one up. This is the direct public web address for your app. Softr automatically generates this URL when you first create the application, but you can customize it later in the settings if you want a cleaner or more professional address. For now, focus on that string of text. Directly next to the URL, you will see a copy link button. Click that button. This copies the entire URL to your computer's clipboard. Do not manually highlight and copy the text from the address bar of your browser, unless you are absolutely sure you are looking at the live published version. Using the built-in copy link button in the editor is the safest method because it always gives you the correct published URL, regardless of what page you are currently viewing in your own browser. Next, open your preferred email service, messaging app, or any document where you want to place the link. For example, you can open Gmail, Slack, Microsoft Teams, or a simple text document for your notes. Click into the body of the message or the text field. Then paste the copied link by right-clicking and selecting Paste, or by using the keyboard shortcut Ctrl+V on Windows or Command+V on a Mac. The URL will appear as a clickable link in most modern messaging apps. You now have the means to send this link to the people you want to share it with. You can simply type out a message, something like, "Here is the link to the app we've been working on. Let me know if you have any trouble accessing it," and then send it. But do not rush off just yet. Sending the link is only half the job. The other half is making sure the recipient can actually use it. Before you send the link to others, you should verify that your app's visibility settings are configured correctly. Softr applications can be set to 3 main visibility modes: public, private with sign-up enabled, or private by invitation only. If your app is set to public, anyone with the link can view it without logging in. If it is set to private with sign up enabled, people need to create an account to see the content. If it is set to invitation only, you must manually add users via the users section in Softr for them to have access. You can find these settings in your application's dashboard under Settings and then Visibility. This is a source of many common pitfalls. You might build an app intended only for your client, but if it is set to public, anyone who gets the link can see your data. Conversely, if you want your team to access it without creating accounts, but you have it set to private with sign-up required, they will hit a login wall and might not bother trying. Always double-check that the visibility matches your intent. A good rule of thumb is to test the shared link yourself. After you have copied the link and sent it to yourself, open a private or incognito browser window, paste the link, and see exactly what a first-time visitor sees. This simulates the experience of a recipient who has never visited your app before. If you see a login screen and you intended it to be public, you need to change your visibility settings, republish the app, and then share the link again. Once you are confident in the settings, send the link to your intended audience. Then, ask the recipient to open the link and verify they can access the application. This step might feel awkward, but it saves you from embarrassing troubleshooting later. A simple follow-up message like, "Were you able to open the link and see the dashboard?" gives them permission to report problems. If they say no, you know to check their user permissions or your publishing status again. Also, remember that Softr apps are dynamic, meaning you will likely make updates over time. Whenever you make changes, you must click that publish button again and repeat the process of copying the updated link. The URL itself stays the same, but the content behind it only updates when you republish. If you forget to republish, recipients will see the old version of your app. Make it a habit, change something in your editor, then immediately publish, then test. That simple workflow prevents the most common mistakes. Now that you have completed these steps, you know exactly how to share a Softr app. You have learned how to publish your application, locate and copy its live URL, and send it to your team or clients. More importantly, you now understand why it is crucial to check visibility settings and to test the link yourself before sharing. This knowledge ensures that your recipients see exactly what you intend them to see, without any unexpected login screens or outdated data. As a next step, consider setting up a custom domain for your app to make the link more professional, or explore Softr's user management section to control permissions on a per-person basis. If you ever need a quick refresher, just come back to this video. Thanks for watching and happy building.